Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a look at the week ahead for the week of 25 to 29 January 2021. For those who don't know who I am, I'm an ex-U.S. Air Force fighter pilot with master's degrees in both computers and business, active trader since 1998, and a full-time trader since 2009. I'm a technical trader, but I do use some limited fundamentals. Stick around till the end. I've got a couple of presentations and special offers for you at the end of this presentation. And what we're going to do today, we're going to go over the economic and earnings calendars, a brief market overview, and a few trade ideas. We are in the middle of earnings season. We have nothing of important on the economic reports on Monday. We have Case-Shiller and the house price index at 9 on Tuesday, and consumer confidence at 10 a.m. on Tuesday after the market opens, so be careful there. On Wednesday, one other thing is that the FOMC meets on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Durable goods on Wednesday, 8:30, petroleum report at 10:30, and the FOMC announcement at 2 with the Fed press chair conference at 2:30. GDP on Thursday at 8:30, followed right in line with international trade goods, advanced look, and jobless claims. New home sales out at 10 on Thursday, and then a slew of reports on Friday. Employment cost index, personal income, Chicago PMI, consumer sentiment, and pending home sales. All right, watch out for those that are reporting during the market hours. If say you had say you were long KB Homes and the home sales index comes out and it's pretty terrible, you need to be aware of that so that you can react accordingly. Here's what Earnings Whisper says the earnings, the most anticipated for the week are. I'm not sure I totally agree or disagree, but that's what they show. And on Monday, before the bell, I don't see really much of anything out there that's worth mentioning. But after the close, we got Xilinx, which is supposedly going to be acquired by AMD, AGNC, Graco, nothing big really. But then on Tuesday, we got J&J, GE, 3M, Lockmart, Verizon, DR Horton, American Excuse, Raytheon. After the bell, you've got AMD and Microsoft, Starbucks, Texas Instruments, Capital One, F5 Networks, and then on Wednesday before the bell, Boeing, AT&T, Abbott Labs, Progressive Insurance, Glassworks or Corning, and Anthem. Then on after the close on Wednesday, you got Apple and Tesla and Facebook, the biggies, the big three there. Lam Research, I'm going to say Teradyne, and that's pretty much it there. Then on Thursday before the open, you got American Airlines, you've got McDonald's, I think that's MasterCard, Sherwin-Williams, Southwest, good old Mo, Altria, Northrop Grumman, and Tractor Supply down here at the bottom. After the close on Thursday, you've got Visa, Skyworks, Western Didge, you got Beazer Homes, Mondelez. Friday before the open, Caterpillar and Lilly, Chevron, Honeywell, and Harris and Weyerhaeuser. Okay, let's go over to the market overview, and we're going to pull up. Well, I said I was going to pull up. There we go. Crude oil. Let's go ahead and look at a 6-month chart back here. This 5150 is from back to the left. We've broken above it. Now we're going to pull back. Let's see if that acts as support now. Gold, Gold did a run up here to about 1960 and then pulled back. We did a little bit of a bounce here, but it looks like that's just a dead cat bounce around the 200 and the 50 period moving averages. So will this hold in the 1820 level? I'm not sure. All right, let's look at then the S&P 500. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to zoom in here to 3 months. We're basically just kind of riding this wall of worry upwards. We will pull back to the magenta line is about the 17, and then we'll do a 3 or 4 day move up and then pull back. And that's what we've been doing basically since November, since the election. The Dow, pretty much the same as the S&P. Nasdaq's been a lot steadier, but also a lot more volatile. Steady meaning that it's predictable that it'll pull back to predictable areas and then reverse. Russell again, also all the markets since election day have basically been riding up higher, and I like all of them really. A lot of people are voicing their opinion that we're overbought, and they're getting a bit concerned about that. Well, the markets will tell us when they're overbought, and they will reverse when they need to reverse. Right now, the trend is your trend until it's not. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to go over to the longs, and to look at the longs, I want to look at the T2122, which is the 4-week new high, new low ratio. The pullback zone is anywhere between 85 to 95%, making monthly highs basically. And we're basically constantly poking our nose into that level, pulling back a little bit, poking our nose in. First part of January, we pulled back with only 30%, but basically we're holding to 50% or higher. I'm just seeing this as a normal pullback and very healthy. I pointed out a couple of longs last week. I want to know if anybody purchased KB Homes. KB Homes, I mentioned it. Watch out for the breakout of this little pennant, and it did a pretty good run for us. Those who are in it. GameStop, I mentioned the little box here, and it exploded on some rumor news of takeovers or whatever. Don't really know how to explain how the markets know what's coming, but they reported a good fourth quarter. It took a few days to consolidate, and then it exploded. Let's take these up here. ALEC is still on the watch list here. And the weekly, you can see it wants to go up to probably 21 if we can get up over the 17. We poked our nose over, hit the 200, did a little bit of a pullback. Looks like we might be ready for a next move up. CNX, bullish engulf on Friday. Anything over about the 13 to 12.80 to $13 level is a buy to hit 14 or even higher. Cabot Oil and Gas, COG, bullish engulf on Friday. Stochastics RSI is curling back up. Move over 19 probably takes us to 20 and a half. FRC, bullish engulf on Friday. A little box here. Let's draw this little pop out of the box. Possibly happen if we get over about 157. And a move up here to the 165 area or something is quite possible. In fact, a lot of the regional banks have been doing quite well. The big money center banks have not been doing so well. Let's go over to KTOS. All-time high. Looks like it's breaking out. The stochastics RSI is just now curling up, so we could get some extensions to the highs here. Surprisingly, a lot of retail has been doing well. Macy's is doing well here. And what I want to do is I want to quickly pop back over and say market overview, but look at these hot sectors. Emerging markets, biotech, IJR is basically the Russell on IWM. KRE, I'm talking about mid cap. We're looking at the semiconductors. The TNA, obviously, home builders, XLK technology, XLY would be, I think, consumers, and then RT for retail. And that's retail. We're back to Macy's. I think it tests to 14. I know that people say it's only $1, but $1 and a possible breakout. I think we got a really good shot of getting up here. That's about 8%. That's not so bad, but we've got a shot at breaking out. That's why you would do that. You would go very low risk that you're not going to get at least a 1-to-1, or sorry, a 1-to-2 ratio upwards, 2-to-1. Novavax, we have been watching this consolidation here in this trading range for quite some time, since the 1st of December. When it breaks out, it could, whichever way it is, down or up, it could be fairly substantial. We want to be a part of that trade. ODT, I want to zoom out here. ODT is coming up higher, but it's coming up, it wants to retest this 2450 level. If we don't get in before the 2450, we'll watch that for a possible move up to 33 something. Palantir, a fairly new issue here. I want to look at the 2-day chart, and we did a nice zoom up, and we're consolidating and digesting that move up, and we're now looks like we're doing a breakout, obviously to all-time highs. And Friday was a move on very, very nice volume. I think it was 16 million. Oh no, let's try 160 million shares. Okay, so that was pretty good. Let's see if we can get any follow through in the breakout there. Plug did a move up here. I'm basically thinking that I consider this the move up, and then this right here will be our move back down, and doing a pivot or flag. And then what I'm anticipating is a breakout similar to what we had in GME. So we're looking at a high and tight formation breakout, and let's see how it does. Root, ROOT, property casualty. Nice move on Friday. Stochastics RSI curling up. I'm seeing a retest to 23 and a potential to get up into the areas of 27 or so that we did at the IPO, a retest there. Run, I'm long run from Thursday. Was a little disappointed we didn't get the follow through on Friday on Sunrun, but I'm looking for a move up to 98, and then with us that close to 100, we're probably going to retest it. It'll act as a magnet. SHAK, another pennant here, looking for a move above that trend line or above the breakout of the box level into the 120s. Tanger Factory, the factory outlet centers, bullish on Gulf on Friday, pretty good volume on the move ups, day up days, and looking for a move higher. And if we look at the area chart, we do have overhead, but maybe $16, $17 would be maybe a target on that. Next to last is SM, again, bullish on Gulf, Stochastics RSI curling up, a retest of about 1040 or so, or maybe even higher. Looking for that breakout. And last one we have here is Wave Life Sciences, another biotech. I have 11 o'clock as $11 as the bottom of the breakdown over here for the gap down. But we could get up into that area. I also want to participate. That's up to 15. I'm going to keep it on my radar scope for the next few weeks to see if we can actually get on board for the move to 11 or the move up into the 11, maybe a pullback, and then a move towards 15. Let's go over to the shorts. It's very slim pickings there, but I want to know, we actually had Citigroup went below 64, got as low as 60.30. Couple of days trade on an options trade there was pretty nice. Took profits on Friday. I wonder if anybody else participated with me. The shorts right here are looking at AJ Gallagher and Company. Look at, we had a move down. We're kind of wobbling around the 50, and it looks like we might be trying to break lower. My first checkpoint is the prior swing lows and potential to move quite a bit lower, maybe below 110. BERY Plastics, again, moved down, a little bit of dead cat bounce, did not even have the strength to get it back up to the 50. Looking for any break below about 51.30, 51.50, excuse me. Maybe move down to the 200 period rising 200. So move down to 49 or so. Dun and Bradstreet, again, moved down, did a bounce up here, really not going very much of anywhere. One thing that's not in our favor here on DNB, which would give me a little bit of a pause, is the fact that the stochastics RSI is curling up. We probably are not ready yet, especially with a bullish engulf on Friday. Let it work, be patient, and let the trades come to you. This one may not work. It's kind of one of the probably the weakest that I've got here. FISV, move down, little bit of a bounce. If we break below the 106.5, we'll definitely go down and retest the rising 200. We may or may not pause there. I suspect we probably will get some buyers at that point, but will it stop or will it just resume to move lower is the case. You may want to wait and see what it does as we get down to this gap fill between 103 and 105. What other is Coke? Coke is not doing very well. It's been pretty sick this whole year. We had a down move. Let me mark that up. We had a strong down move with a little bit of a bounce between these two layers that I have. There was a gap. And then a move down to the prior breakout level. It actually wobbled for a couple of 3 days here and then went lower. It's now around the 200 period moving average, and we're going to wait and see what happens here. Do we get a reversal back up, or will this one continue to break to the downside? Because of the lows over here around 48 or so, this might be why we're getting some nibbles on people going long. All right. Lululemon. Approaching, I don't know why. Oh, I had 341 because of the double bottom here, the area. If we get below 341, I think we go to the rising 200. So probably somewhere around here, 328 or 329. TransUnion, again, breakdown. We kind of wobbled around the 50, went down lower, down to the 100 period, simple. And it looks like we're probably working our way down to the rising 200. Visa, I know that we have it reporting this week on the 28th, that's Thursday, but we might be able to get a move down to 197.5 to 198 between now and then. Watch it. It doesn't have a whole lot in it. Or put it on your watch list for earnings day and see if it disappoints and we move down maybe to the 180 level. That could be interesting there. VRSK Analytics, again, same similar pattern. Move down, a little bit of a rally. Rally looks like it's failing. We go below 190. We're probably heading to the rising 200, about 180 to 185. Okay. These are our trade ideas all listed there for you. I said if you could stick around, we'd have some nice things for you. The Hit and Run Candlesticks and Right Way Options has a 30-day trial for only $49 each. Choose which one you want. if you would use the links here in the description here and then below, if you're on the YouTube channel, these would help me out. I get an attaboy really for these, and it would help out to knowing how you found out about right way options or hit and run candlesticks. The live trading alerts, I want to spend a little bit of time, but it's a professional scanning alerting system for the retail trader. It's priced accordingly. I've used something that was not nearly as capable for a couple of years. Rick and I used those, and it cost a lot more. This is homegrown by Ed Carter. He does a magnificent job. And if you want to find a little bit more, use this link over here to find out more about it. And that one definitely will give me maybe a couple of shekels into my bank account if you happen to sign up. There is a 14-day free trial, no obligation on your part. Use this one here to figure it out. And every Wednesday in the afternoon, Ed Carter does a Q&A on the LTA scanner. And if you have any questions, you can ask him about that at that point in time. Okay, if you want to follow me, I do one-on-one coaching, which you can use on this link over here. Or if you want to follow me on StockTwits, I post a few charts during the week on StockTwits. You'll find this this recording on YouTube and on the Hit and Run Candlesticks website. But you also have my YouTube channel. You'll find a number of different things on how I play earnings and things like that. Some useful things. Go into the search piece and you can look for maybe setups that you like and whatever. And email topguntrading2@gmail.com. If you have a question, please highlight that as you're interested in either coaching or you have a question from the YouTube look at the week ahead. All right, I want to say thank you very much to everyone. You guys stay safe, be smart. Aloha.